Hey guys, my name is Carly Grace Pate, and today I'm doing a mini presentation over the life of Virginia Woolf. I do have to apologize in advance. I've been sick here lately and my voice is not all there. We're just going to try to do the best that we can. So, some quick history on Virginia. She was born in January of 1882 in London, England. She grew up with two parents, both of which who had been widowed and then married again. Her parents were writers and researchers, so they encouraged their children to get as much education as they can. So she grew up with a literature enriched household, which definitely kickstarted her career. She also had severe undiagnosed depression as we know it today. And because of it, she ultimately committed suicide at the age of 59 in March of 1941. So, what is she famous for? We do know her as a writer and an author. We, in fact, are reading a couple chapters from A Room of One's Own, but she's known as the great lover of language. She would write hundreds of letters to her friends and family and mail them to them as her form of communication. And they actually are still circulating today and are studied today. She's also known as for her experimental novels and classical fictional work like Miss Dalloway, To the Lighthouse, Orlando, a biography. So what was going on in England in the 1900s? It's important to know that things were not easily printed like they were today. She had to fight in order to get on a line at a printing press. She was competing with newspapers and mail writers. Her friends and family helped her out a lot to try to get her in the dock for these printing presses. She also lived through World War I and part of World War II. The destruction, the bombs, the hate, the violence that was going on definitely added to her severe depression, sending her even deeper, and partly the reason why she ended up committing suicide. Anti feminism and unequal rights were a huge talking point during the 1900s. Women's suffrage was on the line, as well as just equal rights all across the border for women. And Virginia was a huge supporter in getting more information out on women and women's roles in society. Another huge factor that played a fact in Virginia Woolf's life is the stigma around mental health. There wasn't really a cure, there were not treatments. It was very taboo to have mental health problems because you were deemed unfit for society. So, because of that, Virginia was never treated for her depression, and ultimately it could have possibly saved her life. How did Virginia change history? She's known for her women's studies because she fought for equal rights, but it's important to know that her writing is not just for women, it is for everyone. Her writing lights fires underneath people, brings attention to topics that are important for society even today. She left a huge impact on all aspiring authors, but mainly the ones who struggle to be heard. She was a minority for her time, and to know that someone like her changed history forever even helps people like me know that there's hope for a better tomorrow. One of the quotes that she had in For a room of one's own is lock your libraries if you like, but there is no gate, no lock, no bolt that you can set upon the freedom of my mind. And these are my citations, and thank you for listening.